Mirax is fucking awesome. I love Mirax.
Shout out to the Slack that are watching. Any Slack?
You know, like he kept on saying things like, "Keith, just let it flow through you. Let the words of God flow through you." And like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I just want to tell this person to fuck off.
Stacy brought up a good. I want to shout out to Stacy too for his analysis.
Good catch.
Yeah, sorry about that. Also, last week I accidentally misgendered Stacy. I apologize once again, Stacy. It'll never happen again, sir. He's also a retired Marine, I believe, and so I just really look like a dick. But anyway, he done some good chart analysis, right? Mm-hmm. And he brings up a question that I'm going to throw out there. Get Keith's idea of. He wonders if Vector could ever become an IPO. I think this goes to what we were talking about the fact that you can purchase Vector with Nexus, you know. But do you think that it could ever be an IPO, Keith?
Yes. Yeah, I think it could be. That when they go public.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will be all over that.
Yeah. And I think that we're gonna have to have you know, maybe one or two successful, you know, launches, like official launches, satellite launches up there. Maybe it's Nexus, maybe it's somebody else.
Here's look at the history of SpaceX. Okay, you'll see reflections in the market with things that happen within SpaceX, and you can take that and you can place that in the future of Vector. Vector, like when it's on the stock market. If they have a failed missile launch, it reflects upon the chart. So, wow. You know, you'll be able to actually see it.
Ironic.
If they are successful, it will reflect upon the chart. You know, and that's how it works with SpaceX. It's gonna operate the same way with Vector when they go public. And Nexus and since Nexus has that partnership, it's going to reflect upon Nexus too. So, you know, you better be cheering about, you know, the rockets reaching space.
We are literally going to the moon, people.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what I like about Jim Cantrell is how open he is with his opinions, his political opinions, his ideological beliefs. He puts it all on the table, kind of let you know where he stands. And I think that attracts the same type of people. And that's what we want, you know?
Well, absolutely. So you know we're doing business with the right types of people, you know. And when I say we, I'm saying the community.
Right. You're saying we the way we've always said we and continue to say we. You can say we with us now. We.
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
we, razon.
We as a part of the community now. So it's actually, you know, and I'll just explain it like this, you know, like I thought about it a month and a half ago. And I typed up a resignation letter, and it's nothing against anybody. It's just like it just became overwhelming, and it's time for me to spend some time with my family. And my heart is so much in Nexus. It was just like I couldn't do it, and I couldn't hurt Colin and, you know, the community and, you know, Preston and everybody. But, you know, like it just came time that, you know, we all have our place in this world. It's time to let other people, you know, add their expertise and take it to the next level. And that's where we're going, you know, like it's going to the next level. And that's why I have, you know, faith. I had a purpose here, and my purpose is over. It's time for, you know, other people.
I want to use that opportunity to thank you once again. I think I do it every time I talk to you, but I mean, honestly, thank you, and thank Preston so much.
You know? Man.
Yeah, I think, and I know we've talked about
this
before.
Way,
go ahead.
By the way, I don't have it up right now.
Crypto party?
Yeah, what is that, the 9th?
Yeah, no, I'm pulling it up. I got it lined up, baby, but we ain't ready. I wanted to say something. It was heartfelt. I had it lined up. There were tear ducts salivating. What I wanted to say, again, and we've said it a bunch of fucking times, all right? Without you, without Preston specifically, we would have never, ever even thought twice about Nexus or crypto alone. I mean, in 2012, we had the opportunity. We learned about Bitcoin. We scoffed at it. We laughed. We turned our backs. It was the biggest fucking mistake there was. Moses did this again with you and Nexus, you know, a few years back, which every morning he remembers both both of those
Yeah, you
instances.
probably have like $50 million worth of Nexus now. If you want
Oh my God! Let's
Shut
not
up.
talk about this again.
Shut up.
Every day of my life.
But you know, I think what people don't know, even though we've talked about it, is the only way we ended up in Aspen at the Nexus conference was because you decided to sponsor the End of Fed block party, and you decided to have Nexus sponsor that block party. And we were already on board with Nexus, not for that long. What was that? Maybe like a month, 2 months? Maybe
I had
into
bought my
Nexus?
first Nexus in June.
In
Now,
June.
I just want to say I did personally sponsor that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
That's what-
Nexus.
For
Right.
Nexus. But that's what I said.
Got
I said,
nothing but promotion
you
for
s-
Nexus with the right people, so that's all that matters.
yeah, you sponsored it, but then you basically allowed Nexus to also sponsor it. You put their name on it, which was huge. But we met Preston there for the first time, and you know, Preston literally sent us personally a half a Bitcoin and said, "Hey, you guys got to come to Aspen." And that paid for the flights, that paid for the hotel rooms, that got us out there. And 100%, I don't know what anybody thinks what happened at that conference. That weekend was the most amazing time of my life. Every single day got exponentially better and was more amazing than the
Until
last
a
day.
rainbow came.
Until a double Ron Paul rainbow showed up at the end of the conference. Preston
And
cried.
who got the photo? I got the photo.
We all
of
got
that.
some
I got
photos,
some
man.
photos, too.
I'll pull up the photos, man. We got
Get
plenty
the
of
photos out.
Get the
bro.
photos. Hey,
I
let's
show
go through
people
the
every day. I show people on the bus. Hey, look.
No, but I think it's important for people to understand. Anybody watching, you know, anybody who's tuning in, knowing that, all right, you just resigned, Preston just resigned from Nexus. What does this mean for Nexus? What does this mean for these guys? A lot of people got involved because of you two specifically, and I think it's an understatement. It's an understatement to what you guys actually have done. The promotion that you guys have done, you know, the reach, the community reach that you and Preston specifically have had control of. I mean, without Preston, without you, Nexus wouldn't have been promoted the way that it was. The community wouldn't have been given the opportunities it did. Preston didn't know Moses at all and spent 2 hours on the phone with him, you know, to get him through
first
some wallet, you know, struggles. And subsequently spent many hours on the phone with both of us, getting us through wallet struggles. But we owe it all to you guys, and from the bottom of my heart, I really, really appreciate everything you guys have done. Thank you.
If I was
Thank
sitting
you.
over there at the board, I would have had some nice music playing behind Doc as he said those statements.
I can't do both at the same
I
time.
know,
This
but
is
if
a
I was
problem.
over there, I would have hit that violin. We all would have cried. We
All
would
right.
have choked up.
So let's talk.